This is one of my greatest and longtime friends, Renz, and his dog, Sadie. A couple months ago, he asked me to drive with him from Vancouver to Maryland. He moved there with his wife and newborn baby girl. I've known Renz since I was like 14, 15 years old. He might have been like 18 or 19 at the time. We met at church. He became my crew, along with Chris and Jonas, who are also closest to Renz's age. These three guys are like my big brothers. Over the years, all three of them have moved in and out of Vancouver, and all of them now permanently move out of Vancouver. And the only time I really got to see them was like during holidays, sometimes when they come to visit their family, or if one of us travels to each other.
Montana.
I think the last time the four of us were in the same room was when Jonas had his first kid, and that might have been like pre-pandemic. But it's one of those friendships that, like, you might not see each other for years, but when you're back at the same room, it just like picks up where you left. And I think you'd be considered pretty lucky if you get to my age and you could say that you've had friends for over 20 years. This would be the last time I'll see Renz in a while, so I didn't think twice about driving down with this guy, to make up for lost time and get to take some photos along the way. A couple days ago, I randomly had several meetings with some photographers about my journey and my career so far, and how I started, where I'm going, what I'm doing right now. And I talked to them about where they're at and how they can get to where they want to go. And honestly, these are hard questions to answer and hard conversations to have sometimes, because everyone values themselves and their skill and their lives differently. It's like the classic, what works for me might not work for you, and vice versa. But, I go along with the conversation anyways, hoping that it might give them some clarity. It might give me some clarity. But, if I could quantify it to something a bit more tangible, I'd say it's all about time. How we deal with time. Because time is funny, because 2 hours could feel like 2 days, and 2 days could feel like 4 years. And one conversation could make up a lifetime. So when talking to younger people, it's kind of like relaying a message from the future that I actually don't want to give. It's like communicating with aliens, where you like send a message and it doesn't reach them for like another 5 years, and then you don't get another reply for like 10 years. And the reason why I became an artist is because I wanted to do what I wanted to do with my time. And maybe I'm being too proud, or I'm hurting my life or my career and not taking jobs that pay me a lot because it's not fulfilling or making me happy. But I watched my parents growing up chase money, and they were able to achieve everything they wanted to achieve. But all that got taken away in a blink of an eye. And now that they're getting older, all they value is time and doing the things that really make them happy, like spending time with friends and spending time with me, hopefully. Because time is really the only thing I actually own. Time is something I can't get back once it's spent. So all I can really tell these photographers is, take care of your time. And things will happen in time, And we can make it feel like we have so much more of it depending on how you treat it. I took this trip not just to be here with my friend, but to extend the time that I have with him and make up for the time that I hadn't spent with him. And, I can't be anywhere else but on this trip. And I can't live my life trying to be the person I wish I could be. I need to know who I am right now. I don't want to spend my life chasing and trying to make up for it. The artists and the people I look up to, I'll get there in time. But I can't make myself go through and see things that they've seen in order for me to understand and catch up to them. Because the only way to make up for lost time is to be present.
Drop it.